slow, watching pizza doing bad shows, cause he's an asshole. Alex Vela, OZ, Rottweiler, Muggsy, Hellcat, Mooch, and the one and only Dixie Lee. Team Bushes is the name, and they all work towards the same fucking goal, and that is only to cost only pizza pain, cause that's all that he deserves. He's been working on our nerves for fucking years. This fucking queer's just a jerk off in a perv. Team Bushes, Team Bushes, Team Bushes, yeah. This bitch once tried to diddle his brother. I can't even fucking imagine what this did to his mother. He got locked up in a psych ward for his sick crimes, and decades later he got exposed by Joey Dimes. Now he's on a fucking mission to prove he's no Jomo, and he never stops bitching cause he's such a homo. He claims he spent years in prison, but he don't remember exactly where he did his time, cause he's a pretender. He made up this fucking lie to try to impress you, and he'll sad fish and he'll cry to try and finesse you. So Team Bushes is on a mission as pizza's opposition to destroy his fake persona and put an end to his grifting. Team Bushes, Team Bushes, yeah, yeah, Team Bushes, yeah. They're peeping through the shadows, creeping mad slow, watching pizza doing bad shows, cause he's an asshole. Alex Vela, OZ, Rottweiler, Muggsy, Hellcat, Mooch, and the one and only Dixie Lee. Team Bushes is the name, and they all work towards the same fucking goal, and that is only to cause Tony pizza pain, cause that's all that he deserves. He's been working on our nerve for fucking years. This fucking queer's just a jerk off in a perv. Team Bushes, they're here to keep an eye on you and make your life a living hell, cause you're a piece of shit and that ain't hard to fucking tell. You grift and you scheme and you bitch and you scream and you throw temper tantrums till they give you some green. You're a whiny fucking jerk and you refuse to go to work. If you don't get what you want, you lose your shit and go berserk. OZ bought membership for FBS's chat, and you fucking lost your mind and began to attack. Dixie Lee is a lady that you once were obsessed with, then she rejected your ass just like everyone else did. Alex Vela's channel is fucking hilarious. He clowns you in his videos and you should be embarrassed, bitch. You terrorize relentlessly in every single chat, cause nobody has more fucking sock accounts than Hellcat, Rottweiler, Luke and Muggsy are world-class ball breakers, but Tony Pizza's a fraud and his crew are all fakers. The shadows, creeping mad slow, watching pizza doing bad shows, cause he's an asshole. Alex Vela, OZ, Rottweiler, Muggsy, Hellcat, Mooch, and the one and only Dixie Lee. Team Bushes is the name, and they all work towards the same fucking goal, and that is only to cause Tony pizza pain, cause that's all that he deserves. He's been working on our nerve for fucking years. This fucking queer's just a jerk off and a perv. Team Bushes, yeah, yeah, the Team Bushes, yeah, yeah, the Team Bushes.
No. My name is Tony Pizza, and I got a lot to say. I act super homophobic, but that's only cause I'm gay. I beg on YouTube every single fucking day, and that's all I'll ever do because I know no other way. I'm a bitch, a baby, I'm whiny and I'm lazy. I complain so fucking much, I drive all my haters crazy. I grew up spoiled, living in the suburbs and shit. Never developed a work ethic, anything I start I quit. I'm a natural born loser, been a fuck up all my life, and I'm scared of my own shadow, so I always have a knife, a bat, a machete, always have a weapon ready. I even have some mace and a razor glove like Freddy. If you see me and you got beef, I'd appreciate you warning me so I can run the fuck off like the coward I was born to be. Cause I am such a pussy, I suggest you do not push me, cause if you do I'll call the cops and that jail cell won't be cushy. I did 23 days in the motherfucking county, tried to kill Sammy G, but those punk ass police found me with an Uzi and a dream to one day be mafiosa and finally be a made guy in Cosa fucking Nostra. I'm a pussy, A bitch, a weasel, and a snitch. I'm not even entertaining, but Team Pizza made me rich. Now I buy fancy coffee and I eat expensive dinners. I drive an aviator with chrome hubcaps and some spinners. I once had a camper, but the woke jokes fucking stole it from me. Fucking FBS, Joey Dimes, and Lee Cole, that dummy. Alex fucking Vela, D. Gainey, Angel G, MRE, Miss Can't Be Wrong, Capello, and Hensley. Mikey fucking hates me, Bambi wants me dead. Jim Martin has my Chomo info dangling over my head. My mother doesn't want me, my brother will not claim me. The only one I have left is this stupid bitch named Amy. I'm down to just 5 donors, 2 t-shirts and a truck. Haven't had pussy in years and I really don't give a fuck. Cause I'm in my aviator filled with earwax, farts, and boogers. And all I need is coffee with 13 fucking sugars. I'm out. Peace. Fat bald jerk off, you're a dead man. See you soon, dick dents. Time for my nightly surf and turf. You know.
Yizzo, what's going on, everybody? Good afternoon. Sorry I didn't do a morning show, but I had to go somewhere. There was a certain release this morning, and I had to go to the mall to get what was released. And then I was right near the skate park, so I was like, it's fucking beautiful out. It was like 65 degrees. The wind wasn't even that bad, like it said it was going to be. So I went to the skate park and skated for a little while. What do you mean picture sucks? What does that mean? Frozen. What? Can you hear me? Guys, can you hear me? I'm froze. How the fuck is that possible? I shouldn't be. Can't hear, can hear, can't see. What the fuck, man? All right, give me a second. Jesus. How's that? Am I still frozen? Holy shit. It always has to be something, doesn't it? My God. All right. Better. Okay. All right. Anyway, what I was saying is, you're frozen. Hear you. What? There you are. Oh, am I frozen still? Because Miss Can't Be Wrong just said I'm still frozen. All right, good. Hey now, $25 for even when words fail me, you never do. Thank you, brother. I feel the same about you. Thank you very, very much. You're a trip. All right, so anyway, I guess you heard what I said. It was a nice, beautiful day, so I went skating and stuff, and then I came home, and what I do? Oh, I was looking around this morning, content fishing, and I turned on Shug's show while I was at the skate park, and I heard a lot of stuff I want to talk about, like a lot of stuff I want to talk about today. My only question is, I was just listening to a part, and like right while the song was playing, that's why I played the second song. I wasn't even going to play a second song, but I rewound his video to the beginning, And I heard him saying something about, low views and stuff like that, and baldy. Now, my views have been low on the MobTube shows, obviously, and I'm bald. But I don't know if he was talking about me, because everything else he said sounded like he was talking about Canarsie. Did anybody watch his show last night? Was he talking about me at all? Because if so, curious. Jeff Canarsie isn't bald, right? Oh, Angela, really? See, I should have listened to her show. I probably could have used some of that too. Yeah, of course I did, bro. Of course. Yeah, I ordered the white laces though from Amazon. I ain't wearing those fucking aged yellow laces. They were sold out everywhere on the internet this morning. So I called the mall in Lancaster, the DTLR there. I said, "You got them?" She said, "I do." I said, "You got 10 and a half?" She said, "I do." And I hauled fucking ass. He's talking about Jeff, I think. Saying baldy could be a clue. Yeah, I don't get it. He's not bald. Maybe he got his people mixed up. I have no fucking idea. I just want to know if he's talking about me, but nothing he said sounds like other than that sounds like he was talking about me. Who the fuck knows? I just want to know if I need to go back at him. That's the only reason I even give a shit. Oh, did you get them when they at 10 a.m.? I haven't watched Pizza lately, but he went from gloating over donations to show is over. Have a happy Thanksgiving and Christmas. Oh man, I might have to play that then later after I talk about all this stuff. Live for an hour. He didn't say. Okay, yeah, I just don't get the baldy thing. I don't know, but anyway, what else was Angela saying? Because let me tell you, what I heard on Stand Up Guy's show is, first of all, and I wish I would have saved the fucking timestamp. If anybody could grab me that timestamp, it'd be very hard to find, though. I'm assuming his show was fucking hours long, right? Seven hours and 42 minutes. Holy shit. 7 hours and 42 minutes. Oh, you did? You did? Oh, thank you, bro. Do I need a timestamp? All right. I'll play that then. Talking about a guy from Florida. Oh, was he? Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe. Oh, he was talking about him. That guy. I can't remember that guy's name, but I think I know who you're talking about, Vinny Chase. Okay. Yeah. Because it didn't make sense what he was saying. The other stuff he was saying, like it didn't, if he was talking about me, it didn't make sense. Saccio did community post yesterday about Jeff Fibby. So maybe it's about Canarsie. Well, that's what he was talking about, Canarsie. Like he was talking about, I subscribed to your show 10 years ago and blah, blah, blah. And then he goes baldy. I'm like, plus he was talking about views, low views. And I looked at Canarsie's channel and he seems to be getting good views. It's whatever. I don't even care. I just want to know if I have to go back at him for something, what's up, Tia Fireball? Oh, hey. Here from the politics shows, huh? He's talking about the Miami. Oh, okay. In reference to Baldy. Oh, all right. All right. Well, thanks for letting me know. So, anyway, okay, no freaking ZD now. So, oh, it's just a community post. All right, let's read Pizza's farewell. And then I want to go on to what I heard about Angel. Oh, should I go members only? Let me see. The show is over. Best wishes to Tram Pizza, not Team Pizza, Tram, he wrote. There's nothing else. Hope all of you have a safe and happy Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'm done. So what does this mean? Does this mean, like, did he have a show or is he not making money? Like, what's going on? Why did he do that? Because I was trying to listen to his show this morning, the one with Foss's name in it. But you couldn't even hear him. His audio was so fucked up. By the way, can somebody grab, does anybody have the link to Eric Foss's new channel so we can promote that in here and try to get some people to sub? I'm going to do it in a community post later too. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Good to know. Hey, BTF Phoenix. Yeah, no. All right, I got you. He hates him. Yeah, I hear Jeff's involved in a lot of different beefs right now. Is that correct? Or maybe not a lot, but I know I know because I heard Shug talking about him this morning. He said a lot of shit about Canarsie, like a lot of shit, a lot. Uh, oh, you did it? You put it in the chat already? I don't see it. Anyway, please subscribe to Eric's new channel if the link is in here. I don't see it though. Go right ahead. Absolutely, BTF. Yeah, I'm not even sure. Maybe I'll just stay public for this one. We'll see. I don't know. Yes, please. What? I have it. I could let me just put it in. Unless one of you guys get it first. I have it. Let me just do this. All right, there it is. There it is. Thank you. All right, everybody, please subscribe to that. Hey, Destroyer of Evil, how are you? So, anyway, I wish I would have fucking kept this part. I would have saved the timestamp or something. But he played Angela or Angel. I'm sorry, and Angel was going off on Angela. I mean, I never heard. I almost thought it was AI at first. I never heard Angel use the C word or the T word. But holy shit. Potty mouth. How could you use those dirty words, Angel? When I used to do it, you used to demonize the shit out of me for it. I don't even know who that is, hey now, to be honest. I said, hold, please, geez. Okay. No, yeah, I saw it. Thank you. All right. Yeah, she called her a cunt and a taunt and the whole nine. I was like, God damn, Angel. Holy shit, you must really be mad at Angela. I wish I had the fucking clip, man. Even from Shug's show, I would have played it, but I don't know where it is. You kiss your kids with that mouth? Yeah. It was terrible. But man, I was hearing some shit about this gym guy. Holy shit, bro. Oh my God. I'm gonna get to it in a second. Some of the stuff I was hearing. Hold on. I am gonna do it. Fuck it. I never heard Angel swear like that before. Yeah, it was crazy. I wish I had the fucking timestamp. I swear. Let me just see. Fuck it. I said I was gonna do it every show. I just made members only. Anyway, so okay, help me understand. Edna, apparently, right? Edna's the lady who passed. I don't know who she is. I don't think I've ever heard her name or voice before, honestly. Because like I said, I don't watch this stuff. What's that? Oh, Oh, yeah. 2018. That's why I didn't even watch that. Okay, I don't know about that guy. Yeah, I guess he does kind of. Oh, he died in 2022. Jesus, he had a short-lived career in the whack pack. Edna passed. She was a funny lady. Okay, yeah. So I hear this Jim Terry talking about. This is what I don't get. According to Shug's show, Jim Terry is going after this lady Edna, even after she's passed. So what the fuck is going on? I thought that was Angel's friend. I don't understand. He said something about him trying to make money off her death and all this other shit. Yeah. But why is Angel putting up with that if that was her friend? Oh, really? Nice. He's doing what he does. But you see what I'm saying though? Like what I'm trying to understand is how does Angel let him get away with that if that was her friend? Yeah. Miss Can't Be Wrong. Why don't you? Yeah. And guys, please feel free to donate. I'd appreciate it very, very much. Yeah, I don't get it. Obviously, I'm gonna have a lot to say about that, and not just that, man. But apparently, there's a woman. The pillow thing, was that the 7-year-old boy? I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about. Oh no. This is the only vape I like, and I'm gonna have to get another one. Hey,
Hey.
what's going on?
Not too much. Yeah, that Edna passed day before yesterday, I think it was.
Yeah, when I was doing a politics show, Dragon Reborn came in and told us in the chat.
Yeah. What had happened was like a day or two before that, she was always on the panel with Angel. She had got up there and mentioned that Jim Terry and Mr. X are brothers.
Yeah, I heard
That
Suge say
got the
that.
whole
Yeah.
that got the whole thing started. I mean, they lost it. I mean, he lost it on her, and the outcome was, she got treated like shit and then made to apologize. I thought that was messed up. And then she died. The
Wait a
next
minute.
day.
Wait a minute. She had. All right, hold on. Let me make sure this fucking thing is on. This doesn't want to work. Okay, yeah. Man. Anyway, so if I understand correctly, she was on the show. He attacked her, and then she had to apologize.
Yep, she, mistakenly said, y'all are brothers or however it was, and yes, ultimately, yes, she ended up having to apologize. Yep.
Wow.
And then, that
Wow.
never, I don't know how much they worked that out before she passed because it happened within a day or two of her passing all that. It happened so close.
Yeah. So okay, so she passed. Well, first you said the next day, right?
Yeah, it was, I'm pretty sure it was like right around the next day or the day after. Yeah.
Yeah. So just out of curiosity, that's the way that sounds like. And I'm not trying to say anything bad here. Are we sure she
No,
passed?
no.
Because we're not.
Yeah, she passed. She passed. I seen the obituary. She passed.
Oh, okay. The only reason I'm saying that is because if she got attacked like that, she might have said, let me just get the fuck out of here. And
No,
you know
no,
what I
she
mean?
really,
It is
she
mob
really
too.
passed for one thing. And another thing, I'm not, I hate, I don't want to get in trouble for telling any of this, but it's on the live. He got her friend's number and called her friend on a live on his other platform and played it. The phone call from her friend and was asking all kinds of questions
And he played it where?
on his other platform, on the OTT
Oh
platform.
my god! Oh my god!
He was asking could they afford a funeral? I mean, just things that you don't that are way personal, and then playing it for a bunch of people. Yeah,
Jesus! But I thought, like Sally said, they made up after that. All that happened.
they did, but it was so close together. I'm not sure how made up they were
Wow.
because it all happened like right there together. Her dog had passed away. Edna's dog had passed away that she had for
Yeah.
12 years. Then she had to move. She had only been in her new place like 2 days. But she said she
Jesus.
was sorry and they made up, but Yeah, BTF grabbed a link. She might know a little more than I do.
Did he ever say he was sorry for attacking her? Of course not, right?
That I don't know. Probably not.
My God.
But yeah, it's crazy. It really is. It's crazy.
Yeah. And he's talking about a dead woman now. So he's attacking her like crazy now, right? Like,
I'm just putting
because
her, just talking to her people out there. I just, yeah.
that's fucking nuts, man. Because I just, from what Suge said, it sounded like he was like attacking her relentlessly. That's fucking nuts. I mean, what the fuck kind of piece of shit? Angel, I swear to God, this woman is, she puts up with this. She's okay with him doing this, even though Edna was her friend.
I guess, the Edna apologizing and Jim accepting it was good enough for her, I guess.
No, but I mean, now that Jim has done this stuff with the phone call
Well,
and everything.
I think she gave him the number to call that person because that person got a hold of Angel and told her Edna
Okay.
had died.
And she gave Jim Terry
Yeah,
the
from what I
number.
understand, she gave him the info. From what I understand.
And was he being nice on the call? I mean, either
Yeah,
way,
he
he
was
played it.
being cool. He was being cool on the phone. Yeah.
All right, then I guess I'm confused. I don't
He
know.
was I get I like I said, all that happened. She said she was sorry to him. By all appearances, I guess they were okay. It just all happened so close together is what I'm saying.
Hmm.
It all happened within 2 days of her passing away.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm confused then because Suge was acting like he's just attacking the shit out of her now,
I
and
don't think
Angel's letting
he
it
is. I don't
happen.
think he's attacking her now. Maybe, like I say, maybe something happened that I didn't know about. But the only thing he was doing, is calling her people. That's it, and asking questions. He won't mean or nothing that I know of.
But the fucked up part is that he played it for everyone.
Yeah, calling. It ain't the calling; it's the playing it for everybody and all of that, and showing the
And why is he doing
obituary.
that? To show that he's got a big heart or something, and trying to get money off of it?
I have no idea. I honestly have no idea what his game plan is. I only know what other people are saying, and other people don't trust him, so I don't know.
Well, I also heard that. So let me ask: there's a woman that's friends with Canarsie or something? What's her name? Crime something?
Oh,
Crime
crime
and
and
Justice?
entertainment, crime and justice, something like that.
Now, is she the one with the 7-year-old that passed?
With the what now? Say that again.
The 7-year-old that passed.
I'm not sure if that's her or Barbara Buffalo. Can somebody in the chats let me know if it's her or Barbara Buffalo?
Yeah, I
Because I
think
get those two
BTF's going to
mixed
come on
up.
too. So, because I heard a clip on Suge where, um, I guess apparently this woman had a child
Yeah.
that died and
Yep.
put his face
Yep.
on a pillow.
Yep. Yep. That did
And,
happen, but like I said, I'm not sure which one of the ladies it was.
and Jim said he wants that pillow.
That's what I heard too. Yeah. Yep.
And she started screaming at him or something.
Yep. That's what I heard. Like I said, I don't know if it was Barbara Buffalo or the crime justice lady. I'm not sure.
Did Angel say anything to him when he said that? Because from what I heard, she didn't.
By all accounts, no. I mean, she'll say Jim or whatever, you're disgusting. She'll make comments, but, you know.
Wow. That's you know what, Angel better never try to take the moral high ground on anything ever. If that motherfucker, if she ever says a thing about me being a bad guy in any way or makes any accusation or anything, holy fuck, I'm gonna go ballistic because she is
Right.
one hypocritical motherfucker, man. She's
Right.
gonna sit there.
Family is off limits. Dead people are off limits.
Yeah, and she's not just that, dead children. How the fuck are you gonna cry for
Children,
fucking?
family, you know what I'm saying. That's
How are
off
you gonna
limits.
cry for 4 years about people talking shit about Frankie, and then you're gonna allow that?
Yeah, she'll call him the devil or, ask him what's wrong with him, but that
She
ain't.
says, Jim, what's wrong with you? And that's her way of being like, well, I asked him what's wrong with him. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
My God, man. I wonder how her father would have felt about that.
Money must be good. That's all I have got to
Well, that's
say.
why I titled this show what I did, because I'm becoming more and more convinced that this isn't just about revenge on Angela and them, but it's about money that Jim brings in for her.
Well, I heard him say he made $1,500 yesterday or the day before or something. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Being an asshole really pays, I guess.
I don't know if this is her, but I think this is Angela.
It could be. Let her on.
Yeah, let me bring her on.
Hi,
Is that you?
it's me.
Oh,
Hey,
hey, how you doing?
It's me. I put in the chat that I bought a membership because I'm just being nosy, but I think I'm
Oh, no.
blocked and no one sees it.
Oh, I'll unblock you. Thank you for buying a
Okay.
membership. I appreciate
Right.
that.
Only because like I said, I'm a little bit nosy. I wanted to see what you guys were talking about, but Can I help you with that, Miss Campy Wong, with the timeline and
Yes,
everything
please.
about Lacey's little girl?
Yes,
Yeah, please
please.
do.
Okay, let me start with the 7-year-old girl. That is Lacey H. She I'm sorry, not Lacey, girl Ryan. It's her deceased child. She died very young at 7 years old. She is from the Jim Terry community originally. They don't like him now, of course, but he was always going at her 7-year old deceased child, and he just recently did it again, just not even 2 weeks ago. He put on a pillow a gravestone, and the day the little baby died, and he was making fun of that.
Oh my
um
god.
yeah, it's pretty awful. He's done some really, really awful stuff. um as far as the Edna thing, I always liked Edna because she never got into it with anyone,
Yeah.
So I guess it might have been 2 weeks ago, Miss Can't Be Wrong, that Jim Terry went at her. She apparently, she said, either in that show or the show prior to that, that Jim Terry Jim Terry and, is someone talking?
No, BTF might have some a TV on or something.
Oh, okay, but you can hear me, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So apparently Edner slipped up and said that Jim Terry and his brother Mark are brothers. They deny it for legal reasons.
Sorry.
Um,
That's okay.
but it's a well-known fact that they are.
Yeah.
And Edna had said it about, she said, mentioned something like, well, your brother, you and your brother, and he got mad. He's not my brother, he's not my brother. So came back on and started screaming and yelling at her at the top of her lungs, speaking over her, telling her, threatening her, I'm going to dox you, I'm going to dox your granddaughter. You're a piece of shit. You know he's not my brother. Meanwhile, this is
Wow.
going on and on and on. And she kept saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Angel is doing and saying nothing,
Of course
Can
nothing
not.
I
at all. She's not
can I
even, I mean, she knows they're brothers. She could have said, you know what, Jim, go F yourself. Everyone
Yeah.
knows you're a brother. Don't talk to her like that. But she did nothing. Edna
Wow.
disappeared for a couple of days. I guess she was very upset. I know that and I only know this because Angel has said it, that they speak off of YouTube on the phone. So a couple of days passes, and someone sends me a clip of Edna
um
back apologizing to him.
That's,
Angela, can
Yes,
I can I interject?
sure.
Hi, it's BTF.
Hi.
Um from my standpoint, what I believe is, prior to the whole "you're trying to dox my brother" thing happened, I believe that he was annoyed with the lady that passed
Right, Edna.
because he wanted to use her for content. He
Yes.
wanted to show her
Yes.
moving to another
Yes.
apartment. He wanted to
Exactly.
film everything for his
Mm-hmm.
platform. And
Yes.
Yes.
she, I believe, first said yes, but then immediately said no.
She
Yeah,
changed her
And I
exactly.
mind. She
think
didn't want to be
because
his
of that,
content.
he was already pissed at her. And he used the her calling the person as his
Mm-hmm.
sibling,
Yep.
as you're trying
Right.
to. So this was like a
Yes.
passive aggressive way of attacking
Exactly.
her.
Yeah.
Now,
So
go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
so that, I mean, again, I don't really know. I haven't been watching long, but that's just my personal observation of what I think was happening.
No, that's exactly what happened. And now you got to remember, I left out that she, right before, a couple of days before Jim attacked Edna, she had lost her dog of like many, many years. And she was heartbroken over that. And he
yeah.
kept asking her, and now she was moving from one apartment. I believe, to another apartment in the same building, and he kept badgering her, let me film it, let me film it, let me film it.
Plus, she was sick, very
And she
sick.
was very sick. She's very
Yes.
sick.
Yep.
Yes. So anyway, back to where I left off. So a few days passes. Edna was a no show. I guess she was very hurt by what Jim did. So someone talked Edna into apologizing to Jim.
Wait, before that happened, from what I understood, someone did a show where she told him that this lady talked to her herself and she apologized to him. I mean,
Yes.
not that she directly apologized to him, but
Hmm.
that she told this content creator, "Oh, let him know I'm apologizing. I'm sorry. I
Right.
really like him." And he
Yeah.
was getting upset, and he was saying, "Well, she's got to come on the show
Yes.
and say it,
Yes. That's
because if
Yep.
right.
you just
Yep.
saying that she said it, nobody's going to believe it. So
Yep.
she
Right.
better come up here and apologize to
And
him."
Wow.
Angel even asked him, "Well, she's apologizing to you. Are you going to apologize to her?" He was like, "No."
And
Yeah,
she
and
had
Okay.
no
ain't that
problem
happened
with
to
that.
me? I called Jim.
No, she
I
had
said
zero
that to Jim.
problem with that FBS. Let me tell you
Wow.
something. I mean, I don't know how much you know FBS about what went on. I left Angel because of Jim Terry. That was the reason I said I had enough. I'm not doing this anymore. 4 years of going at family. I'm not being involved in this. I did my own investigating on him, so 'cause facts matter, and he's
Yeah,
had some really bad history.
I
And then
know.
he started then they started lying about who wanted to do the pre-show. And it's a long story. I didn't even want to get into that because it was so stupid. But then he went after my nephew. Now he knew some details about my nephew that no one knew. Before this, the only thing I've ever said about my nephew was that he was a quadriplegic, and I helped take care of him on the weekends. But he winds up, when he went on the rants about my nephew, he knew some personal stuff that only one person knew. So he was fed information. And then that put the icing on the cake. I said I would never forgive this person ever. I am a pretty forgiving person, but like you, FBX, I've heard you say this before. You go at my family, and there is no forgiving.
Oh yeah, no, none.
None. And now I understand that when you said that. And I
Yeah,
was telling Miss Can't Be Wrong today early on my show that my biggest regret was getting involved that one time with that Twitter shit with Jesse. I think I'm pretty sure I apologized about that, you know. But I want to say, and I'll say it now to you, I do apologize because now I'm on the other end of that, and it sucks.
well,
You know what
thank
I
you,
mean?
Angela. That means a lot to me. It really does.
No, and and when your mom passed, like I felt terrible. There was a few things that you talked about that really hit home to me. FBS, personal things when you talk about your mom and losing people. I don't know if when my brother passed away. FBS, it was devastating to me. Like I can't even
Yeah,
talk about him without getting emotional. So I know what you were going through, and then without having to say it, you said something about I'm gonna say you said something about being on Prozac. Did you say you did say that, right?
yeah, yeah,
Okay. I just want to that also hit home to me because Angel has been saying, and I had confided in Angel that I was on Prozac, and this is a
yeah.
long time ago. So
There's
now she
no
throws
shame
in
in
my
that. Let me say that. There's no shame in getting help for
no, there's
depression.
not, but I want to just give a little explanation into that. So now she throws that in my face and she calls me crazy. I'm far from crazy. When I lost my brother, I was going through a hard time with my husband. We were having problems, and then Charlie got hurt. This all happened within a year. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I was losing it. I was really losing it. Now we're going back years. So I try, and this is ooh, during when I first reached out for help because I just became so I didn't want to leave the house. I was having terrible, terrible panic attacks that I never had in my whole life. and they were debilitating to me. I wouldn't want to leave the house. So anyway, long story short, um, they tried me on different stuff. Nothing worked. They said try Prozac. Now I go on Google and I look at Prozac. I'm like, oh hell no,
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
know. I didn't know because I never took any kind of medication like that. And I swear to God, it saved my life,
Yeah,
FBS.
I
So
know.
when you said that, I was like, I had this connection. I know this sounds stupid, this connection with you that I was like, wow. We do have a few things in common. We do think alike in some ways. And I
Yeah.
said, and when you said it really helped you, I really wanted to reach out to you or call you and say, wow. But no, I'm not embarrassed to say it. You actually made it more comfortable for me to even be talking about it right now. You know what I'm
Well, I'm sorry.
saying?
Yeah, I'm sorry you went through all that, and I know what you mean because without that shit right now, I'll be the first to say I don't think I would have made it through this.
No, and you wouldn't have because I didn't understand because I've never dealt with like anxiety, depression, or panic attacks before until then. And I realize now looking back that it was so much going on that like I must have just shut down. You know what I mean?
But
And
can I
it was
also say that even
yes.
with that, it's such a long road and
Yeah.
it's such a journey. I
Mhm.
mean, the emotions,
Yes.
it's you will find as you're going through this FBS that even with all of this, you're not yourself anymore.
No.
Oh no.
No.
The the emotions are still there. And
Mhm.
and you can cry about nothing and everything.
Yes.
And
Exactly.
Yeah.
and you
Exactly.
don't know why. And it's that's why I what I love about FBS and I admire about FBS is that he's doing a show every day
Yeah.
Yeah.
and going through this.
Yeah.
And I
Several.
Right.
and I and I'm just behind a computer and I'm crying my eyes out.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a very difficult situation, and I
It
applaud you
is.
for being able to literally hit the live button. FBS.
Well,
Yeah. And
thank
I
you, but
think
that's what
that's
enabled me
part
was
of
that
it.
medicine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of it. You got on the Prozac, which it took me about 6 weeks before I started feeling better because I know it takes a long time.
Yeah, it does.
Well,
And
the
when
first
I
thing that
started
helps
to
you is
feel better,
sleep.
I was like, oh my God, I have my life back. Because I
Yeah.
swear to God, I thought I was losing my mind. I
Yeah.
really did. I didn't want to leave the house. I didn't want to associate with anyone. I wouldn't pick up the phone for people. I was just out of it. I didn't know what was going on. At one point, this is how crazy it was getting. At 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, I would wake up like with such a bad panic attack. I would like just start screaming. I would leave my house and just start walking and walking. Like I thought I could almost, this sounds stupid, walk it off. Like. And
Yeah.
they were like, "You got this. Got to stop. You got to go talk to somebody." And I did, and thank God. So, um,
Yeah, I would be in bed with Shanna, and I would literally be. It was like I was suffocating. I couldn't even breathe, and
yes,
the anxiety was
Yep.
like debilitating. It was terrible.
yes,
So,
and
Yep.
it's a horrible feeling. And when people go through something that, like you were going through something I personally went through, it makes you connect with them a little bit more.
yeah, yeah, of
So
course.
your honesty um helped me, and I'm sure it helped a lot of other people because
Well,
you're
thank you.
right, it
That
is
means a lot.
something, it's nothing to be embarrassed about, but it's
No.
something that I just don't talk about. You know what
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying, if that makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah, well, for the first couple of months, all I would say is that I am on medication, but then I was like, "Fuck it, who cares?"
Yeah.
And I said I'm on Prozac, because I'm like you. There's different shit they've tried throughout my lifetime for anxiety
Yes.
and depression, and nothing works like this does. It's amazing.
Yes, exactly. When I tell you, and this is not an exaggeration, it saved my life because I thought, years ago, when you had depression or anxiety or panic, they used to say, "Oh, you're just nuts. You're having like a nervous breakdown," and that's what I was thinking. I'm like, "Am I losing my mind? Like, why can't I control my own emotions?
Well, there are
Why?"
Yeah.
so many
And
things now. You
and
know.
Angela, did you get therapy as well?
I did a little bit. I didn't feel like it helped me.
Okay.
The best therapy that I had to go through is once I knew that I needed something to help me, I started opening up to my family,
Yes.
and just talking to them helped
Hmm.
me a lot. It actually, my son is not the easiest person to talk to about stuff like that, because he's the type of guy like, oh, just shake it off. So he was the last person I wanted to know. And plus, as a parent, you don't want them to see any kind of weakness in you. But you know what? I'm so glad I finally talked to him, because
Yeah.
he wound up being my best supporter. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So I was grateful for that. And, you know, not that, he didn't judge me. He didn't, he did none of that. He wound up being the best person I could have told.
Well, that's
Yeah.
great.
I,
That's
Yeah.
good.
So
you know, I'm
I
sorry. Go
guess the
ahead.
moral of this story was Angel threw that in my face. You know what I mean? Something personal I told her. So, listen, I just
Like,
want to
I
say
mean,
thank you.
oh, no problem. But that's a scumbag thing to do. And I want to let Miss Can't Be Wrong talk for a minute too. Then, but
Yes.
yeah, it's a scumbag thing to do to throw that in your face. I mean, because listen, and I hope it doesn't happen to her. But she could lose her mother or anyone, and she could be in the
Yes.
same boat. We don't choose to feel sad or depressed or anxious.
No.
It's just something that happens to you. And if you don't get help, you
Yeah.
could wind up killing yourself. God forbid.
Yeah. Miss Campion, before you go, and I know that I took over the show a little bit, but
No,
I
you're
mean,
fine.
FPS, I just wanted to ask you this. Did you feel like you had more problems with depression and anxiety, or panic, like panic attacks? I'm just
Uh,
curious.
I would probably say depression and anxiety.
Really.
The
See,
the
that was
panic
the
attacks
least
were
of
more
mine.
temporary. Oh, really?
Yeah, because when I was talking to somebody, I kept saying, she said, well, she kept telling me anxiety and depression, and it's bad. I said, I'm not, and I used to scream, I'm not depressed. I'm
Yeah.
having panic attacks. I feel like I'm gonna lose my mind. But now looking back, I know that I had all three. But I think the
Yeah.
panic attacks took over.
Yeah, I was obsessing over things like it was just the littlest things. Like if there was a mark on my dashboard of my car for like
Right,
3 fucking days, I'd be obsessing over it. It was driving me insane. It really was. Like I did everything in my power. Thank God I didn't fucking relapse because I came real close. It was driving me
right,
crazy. That's why I called the doctor because I told Shanna, I said, I know this is literally the reason I started drinking when I was a teenager because of this type
yes.
this type of anxiety. So
That's right. Because people don't drink to drink. They drink because, they're trying to bury something. So that
yeah,
was a perfect example of you being, wanting to relapse. There
yeah,
were times I would be driving like to or from work, and I would just get out of my car, park my car, and just walk home, because I felt like I couldn't drive. Like I was just sweating and I was shaking, and I was like, oh my God, I'm
yeah,
going to kill somebody.
yeah.
And
It's a
then there
nightmare.
was, a time, and thank God it was around like, I don't want to say it, the P word, that, you couldn't leave the house. So that helped me, and I hit it even better because, oh, I can't go out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah, I
but go
know what
ahead,
you
Miss
mean.
Can't Be Wrong. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, with depression and all, I was on Prozac many years ago, and they
Hmm.
tell you don't quit taking it because you're gonna feel better and you're gonna think I don't need this.
Yes.
So don't
I
Oh,
quit
yeah,
taking
yeah.
it. And there's also for people that don't want to take benzos that need something for anxiety. Also, it's called hydria.
I never heard of that.
It's
What is that?
hydria. I don't know how to spell it. I'll look it up later. It's
Okay.
for anxiety and it's not addictive. It's not got any benzodiazepine in it or anything like that,
Hmm.
and it works very good.
Right.
And it don't make you sleepy. It's not one of those things that makes you sleepy.
Right. Well, that's what I was afraid of when they first, were questioning what
Yep.
medication they should put me on. I said, listen, I have to go to work every day. I have a lot
Yep.
of responsibility. I can't be like, out of it. I didn't want to have that high feeling. I never liked that feeling.
No.
And when the Prozac finally kicked in, I was like, wow, I feel
Right.
like myself again. And,
Right.
I
Yeah.
was warned not to just stop it because, it could be worse for you. So don't ever do that. Don't think that you feel better and just stop the medication because you'll go
No,
through like
no. Yeah, years
withdrawals.
ago, my mother thought she was having a heart attack. She was at
Yeah.
work and thought she was having a heart attack, and they had the ambulance come get her, and it was a panic attack at work,
Yes.
and she
Yes.
literally thought she was having a heart attack.
Yeah. See, I'm so afraid of those panic attacks that I will never get off Prozac because
They're debilitating. They can
I
stop you
still
in your
fear.
tracks.
I still
Yeah,
fear it coming. Like sometimes I get that feeling in me, and I go, "Oh my God, please don't start! Please don't
Yep.
start!" I would say, "Please don't start panic attack," and
yep,
I would get myself right out of it. Where before Prozac, I wasn't able to do that.
yep,
You know what I'm
Yep.
yep.
saying?
Yes. Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, I cut down maybe I don't know, a month after my mom passed or something. I had certain little side effects that were bothering me, so I
Right.
cut down from 40 to 20 for a couple of weeks because I already had 20s. They increased me to 40,
Okay.
so I still had 20s left. So I tried to just go down to 20s for a couple of weeks. It was a fucking nightmare. All
It
the
was
depression, all the thoughts about my mom. I was in her room
really.
crying every day. Oh yeah,
Oh my
it was
God. See?
horrible.
Oh my God, I'm glad you said that because that's what they started me with 40. This was years ago, and I'm still on that. But I always like question, maybe I should try to go into 20.
Yeah, they
No,
You know what
no.
start
I
you
mean?
low and then move it up, but they also have, like I was saying, other things that they can give you with that to counteract the other problems you may be having too.
Right. Yeah, but see,
Yeah,
I don't feel like I have anything. I think since the Prozac
it's
kicked
helping you.
in, I feel okay. Like I said, once in a while I'll get like that a feeling like, oh please God, no, but it goes right away.
Yeah, yeah, they want that. They want the antidepressant to do the bulk of the work, so they don't have to give you,
Mm-hmm.
like the other medicines. But like I say, it used to be just benzos, but now that hydrorea, like I say, it's not addictive. Not
Yeah, because
addictive at all.
I know people that are on like stuff like Prozac, but then they also will take like um
Klonopin.
yeah, that
Yeah.
Yep.
or like Valiums
Yep.
or Xanax or
Yep.
anything. And I did try the
Those are
Xanax once.
benzos. Yeah. Yeah.
All all it did was put me to sleep. I said, I'll have to
Mm-hmm.
get
Yep.
this. I
Yeah.
threw them in the
Yep.
garbage.
Yep. That's all they ever did for me was make me sleepy,
The
and I don't.
only
Yeah.
the only time that I really did take the Xanax was like when they started me on the Prozac, and she said, it's going to take, it could take up to 6 weeks to kick in. I said, listen, I said, this is getting so bad. I don't have 6 weeks. I don't have,
Yeah.
that's how I felt. Was
Yeah.
it ridiculous? Yes. Was I going to die? No. But at the time, I thought I was going to die. I thought
Yeah.
something terrible was going to happen to me or my son. I was having these horrible thoughts. So I thought she goes, I'll give you the Xanax, but it's only temporary and only if you need it. I don't want you taking these. So the Xanax did get me through those 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I stopped them
Yeah.
because
You
I
were
didn't
It's
having
need
a,
what
them.
they
that
call
was a very good
catastrophic
choice.
thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where you're worried
Xanax is
about
the
things that hadn't
devil.
happened yet.
Yes. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean they work immediately. Like I couldn't believe, like when I first took a Xanax, like how fast it worked. Within 10 minutes, I was like, "Oh, all right, I'm chill. Let me light a
Mm-hmm.
cigarette and watch some TV." But then it also made me like loopy and very tired. So I said, "Well, this isn't going to work because I'm not going out of the house now. So if this Prozac kicks in, I'm going to be sleeping. I won't be able to go out anyway." So,
Yeah.
but thank God the Prozac worked. I'm off the Xanax, and I only took that for about, like I said, 4 to 6 weeks. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that stuff is like literally it even after a short period of time like that, you're actually lucky because you could be where the fuck did Angela go?
Oops.
Yeah. Those
I don't know.
benzos, you can get hooked very quick. It doesn't take long.
Yeah, yeah. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's scary. That's why even Xanax for 6 weeks, she's lucky because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was taking I wasn't prescribed, but at one point I was taking Xanny bars, but I was taking like, they're 2 milligrams each, and I was taking
Yeah.
like two
Yep.
a day. I took them for a few weeks. And I'm
Yep.
telling you, all of a sudden, I started having all these problems, body aches, and my muscles felt fucked up. I felt like I needed a massage. I used to go to the mall and just sit in massage chairs just to make my muscles feel better. And that's what it was. It was Xanax withdrawal. So, but listen, the funniest part about this is that now we understand why both me and Angela have been a hell of a lot more mellow lately.
yeah, sorry, I threw myself off. Yeah.
No, that's all right. Yeah, both of us. Now I see. I was wondering. I'm like, Angela seems different now. That's why that's why, like I said, my channel's going downhill because of it. But that's why I got away from all the crazy fighting and shit, because
Yeah.
I don't feel the same shit I used to feel. I
Yeah,
just
because you
don't.
know what it is like. It's funny that you say that. Like we're mellow now. This is me. This is my personality. Like I'm not a mean person. I'm not a controversial person. You know. So what you see now is me, and what you saw years ago was me, not me. Like you know what I mean. Some
Yeah.
things just weren't. Some things I'm very sorry for, and you know, and that's all I could say.
Oh, it's all good. I appreciate it. I really
Yeah.
do. And
I
of course, my
appreciate you letting me
apologies.
talk like this. It actually, you know, I feel so
It's
much more
cathartic.
relaxed talking about it.
No,
Well,
I'm loving this show. Yeah,
well,
it's
it's
good.
very cathartic also, you know.
Yeah, there's no
Yes.
shame
Yeah.
in it. There's no shame. I think everybody at some point in their lives battles depression. It's,
Yes.
I'm sure this conversation is helping people right now, because
It really is.
yeah,
Yes.
so many people go through this stuff. I mean, if you look up statistics, how many people in this country are on antidepressants, and you can't even
Yes.
blame them. Look at all this shit that goes on in this world.
Yes. Like my niece is like very happy go lucky. Always was, always so sweet. When she hugged you, you knew you were getting like the best, most sincere hug. And she
Yeah.
loved everyone. And then the last couple of weeks, this was a few months ago, there was such a change in her. She was like withdrawn and and every time I saw her, but we were always like at a family affair, so I didn't want to say anything. And then finally the other day I called her up. I said, Cassie, I want you to come over. And Angel wants to talk to you. She goes, all right, I'll be over a little while. And I think she knew because I could hear it in her voice. And I just sat her down. I said, what's going on? She was like, I really don't know. I feel very depressed. I'm always crying. And, I just gave her some good advice. And she's getting help now too. Like, you know what I mean? So when you
Yeah.
have problems like that, this can't be wrong and FBS and BTF, you could see the problem when it occurs in someone else easier.
Oh
You
yes.
you
Oh
could pin
yes.
it out and say
yes.
she's struggling a little bit, like you know what I mean? So
Yeah. Miss
Uh,
Can't Be Wrong and BTF have texted me from time to time, and they know, like they could tell, they could see if I'm not myself
right.
one day, or,
And that's a
if
good
I'm acting
friend.
strange.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's a good friend. I mean, they're
Yeah.
they're reaching out to see if you're okay, and the other one is, throwing out my personal business like it's a horrible thing.
Yeah.
I know. I
But
know.
I
Well,
think
what's
this.
like I've said before, if me and FBS fell out tomorrow, I would walk away and keep my mouth shut. I don't repeat people's stuff, no matter
Yeah.
how mad I
oh
get.
yeah,
Well,
no.
And you
see,
know
for me,
what? This can't be wrong. That's really always how I felt.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
then when she wouldn't stop, I'm like, what is she doing?
yeah.
What is she doing to me? Like, I couldn't believe the crap she was saying. And then I was like, after a while, I just had enough. I said, frig this. I'm not going to be her doormat.
Well, you
No,
still
Yeah.
haven't really repeated anything, I would think.
I haven't.
Defended yourself, but you haven't said any dirty details, and I'm sure you could, but you haven't.
Yeah, and she knows it. I keep telling her, just let it go. Stop what you're doing because there's so much that I could say that I don't want to say. Like, just leave me alone. Just
Yeah, I
stop.
know.
I mean, I
I've,
told her, I said, is it so hard for you to not let Jim talk about people and their families? What is so hard about that?
I know. That's why I titled the show what I did, because I'm starting to feel like there's definitely something behind it other than just her. I don't know,
I
whatever her
think she's
friendship is with him. Maybe
scared.
she's making money. Oh yeah, no doubt
She's
about it.
scared and she's making money.
Well, she makes friends with people who scare her just so they don't fuck with her. We've seen that.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm sure you've seen, her enemy, her worst enemy is now she's paneling him and
Yeah,
thanking
that's
him.
not how I'm going to make money. I'm not going to let people come on my show and do that.
No, and
well,
I don't do lives a lot, and really I just started doing them because of all of this. But you hear me. I tell everybody I don't want
Yeah.
people talking about anybody in the chat. Get rid of the garbage, because I know how it feels, and it's not a good feeling.
and
Yeah, you keep
and I
it clean.
hate to say this, I have a very different take. My phrase has always been to FBS that water seeks its own level,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that is, I don't think it's this whole the mask fell off or different person now than then. I think this was what it's always been, and you're just
Yeah.
seeing
I
it.
agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
You know,
I'm starting to agree with that also
I
because
don't. I believe the things that have been aimed at you from this person is vindictiveness,
yeah,
spite,
she's being spiteful, but she's spiting herself.
but vindictive too. Literally,
Yes.
it's literally being consciously trying to hurt you.
Yes, she's definitely doing that. Like,
And that is not, I'm upset that our friendship ended and I'm hurt.
Mhm.
This is not coming from a place of hurt. This is coming from a place of I want to hurt you.
Exactly. And she's being vindictive, like you said, and spiteful and hateful. And she's gonna push me to the point. That's why I keep saying it. Every time I interact on YouTube, I just stop. Just please stop because you're gonna take me to a point where I don't want to go. I don't want to go there. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Mhm.
I've
So
been
just
through it. I've had friends on here who we parted
yeah,
ways. I'm sure you know Angela, and I left them
yes,
alone because I don't want to fight with an ex friend like that. I cared
right.
about them, and then they just push me and push me until I got a fucking
I
snap,
know.
and just let them know that that side of me still exists.
I know, I know. And FBS, we don't agree on a lot of things, and that's perfectly fine. I've learned that not everybody has to like the same person, but I just also and I've said this from day one with all the shit that was going on. I would tell Angel privately in a text because I would never want to call her out publicly because we were friends. So privately, I would say, you know what? Don't do that. Don't panel this one, or especially the thing with Chicky, and I don't want to bring it up, but the thing with Chicky, you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about. I said, Angel, do not put them on your panel. Do not let them repeat that. It's not fucking true. It's not true to a point where I told her, because I never spoke to any of them like privately like I did with Angel. I said, tell
yeah,
Chicky to send me that fucking tape.
yeah,
I want to see it. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Not because I believed it, because I was calling him out.
yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah, that's what I always do. I say, "Oh, you got that? Send it to me. I'd like to see
Yeah.
it."
Of
Yeah, and you
course, it
never
was
get
never
anything.
sent to me.
No, no, no. No, I
And she
appreciate
never
that you did
listens to
that.
me when I give her advice. She never listens to me. She never did. She's a spiteful person.
She gets so like vengeful. She's like it's unbelievable. I mean, there's nothing that'll stop her, and she will platform the worst fucking people in the world to go after
Mhm.
her enemies. And then she'll sit there and she'll still play like this nice, kind, sweet, innocent grandmother and let
I
Jim Terry
know.
and other people say the shit they say. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah. Well, her new thing is now is um you and I hate each other, but she wants to see you attack her. Like that. See, I want to see you attack her, which is further from the truth. You've been just saying things that make sense.
Yeah,
And I
I'm
figure
not.
sharing that stuff, she would maybe see it's not only me.
No, I'm listen, I was on good terms with her for the most part. I don't even I haven't been sitting here calling her names or none of that shit. I'm not
I
doing
know.
what I did in the past. But I mean, she's got to see that she's making a huge fucking mistake. And I even said,
Yes.
the fact that she's platforming him to do this shit, you look better in this than she does. And
Yeah,
I don't think she realizes it. She always thinks she's winning.
yeah, because
But
she's got these guys, fighting for her. And these are all the same guys that, attacked her in the past viciously. So, I mean, she's at this point, she looks terrible. And she said herself, the more you tell me not to have Jim Terry around, the more I'm going to have him around. But who are you hurting? He goes after children. He goes after the deceased. Who are you hurting?
And my
Because
thing
now,
is,
now
well,
she could never say anything if anybody ever goes at little Frankie. May he rest in peace. She can't
No,
say shit.
no.
my
well,
thing
Yeah.
is it, if it's her family, they're off limits. But if they're going at your family, that's fine, and that ain't how friends should be.
No, it's not. And private, and I've said it publicly, but privately, when Jim first did that with my nephew, I freaking texted her. 'Cause I called her, but she wouldn't pick up the phone. I said, "You think your freaking family is more important than mine? Are you kidding me? Like, who the fuck do you think you are?"
Yeah.
It's like I'll fight for Shannon, just like if somebody said something bad about my family, FBS would say something. Just like
Hmm.
somebody says something about Shannon, I see it, I'm going to say something.
Oh, of
Exactly.
course. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I can't
Yeah.
imagine wanting to hurt and like I got especially attacking your nephew because
Yeah.
like I have the person I was closest to on here. Me and him were really tight, and things went sideways. He did a lot of
Hmm.
fucked up shit to me, but I would never in a million fucking years talk about anybody in his family, his kid, nothing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I just can't, and I would never let anybody else do it. If anybody came in here and said anything about someone in his family, they'd be kicked right the fuck out.
Yeah.
But I think it's a mixture of things. I think it's the money. I think it's
Hmm.
the trying to get revenge on people, and
Yes.
I think it's that she's scared shitless of them, and she wants
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
be on his good
Yeah.
side.
And then she went off on me. I don't know if you heard, just I think it was yesterday, called me all these filthy
Yes.
names
Yes, we heard it.
for no reason. All I said was rest in peace, Edna. I'm sorry her last days were with Jim, calling, treating her terribly. And she goes, that's what that, the C word and the other word,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why that rant was there.
yeah. That's right. I forgot this morning. She said that Edna hates you. Like, why would you? I don't
Yeah.
agree with Shug too often, but Shug
Uh,
said, "Why would you even say that?" That's true. Why would you say that?
yeah. That
That's
was
I agree.
crazy.
weird.
Why would you repeat things somebody that's passed away said to you in confidence, true or not?
Not only that, besides saying that, she was telling Edna, Edna about her daughter,
Her
and,
business, yeah.
and
Yep.
she put it out there
Yep.
publicly.
Yep.
I mean, the woman wasn't gone 24 hours, and she's telling her secrets that Edna told her privately.
Yep. My mouth was just hanging open. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that was crazy to me. But I'm the bad guy.
It
I
doesn't make sense.
know. I
Can I
know.
say something about patterns of behavior?
Hmm.
Good.
There's something that you saw where
Do you mean you're going to be my Dr. Jim for the day?
Uh-oh.
no,
Oh,
no, I'm
God, that
not.
guy?
I will be the toddler Dr. Jim for you. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just
That guy's
saying,
a
in terms
quack.
of patterns of behavior, there was there is a person, let's just say, they always somehow try to twist the narrative so that
Hmm.
they are the victim.
Oh, she's a professional.
There was a show you did, FBS,
Yeah.
where you did a show and you were talking about a certain doctor, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
But but somehow that got twisted into you attacking the
Her.
host.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
that's what I'm saying. You've seen this pattern over and over again, no
Hmm.
matter who the issue is with.
Yep.
Exactly.
Something happened to another content creator where, from what I understand, they posted a picture of a baby Hitler,
Yeah.
and somehow that morphed into someone related to this person,
Yeah.
and
I
it
saw
wasn't.
that.
All right.
Yeah, I heard
But
about
it
that. I heard
again,
that.
it was said to somebody that didn't like that person either. It's almost like a green light, go and attack them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Listen, this
so these
didn't, my eyes
true
weren't
colors have always
raised.
been there.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, BTF. Go ahead.
I was going to say the true colors and has
Time
always
out.
been there. I think the unfortunate thing is for you, Angela, at one point you were friends. And
Yes.
when we all have friends, that when you're a true friend to somebody, you accept them, warts and all.
Yeah.
However they are, you know that they're bad at this, or maybe
Hmm.
they're rude, or
Right.
whatever faults that they have. You accept them for all of them.
Listen,
The problem is when it was getting bad, you start
yes.
to justify
Well,
their
that's what I
behavior.
wanted to say because I've known her, going on 11 years. And when I tell you we never had a fight, we've had disagreements, yes, but we never had like a fight where we didn't talk for a couple of days because it didn't just start with Jim. She's raised my eyebrows a few times when she's done things. And because we're friends, I go, all right, let me just let it go. I would let her know how I felt about it. But I just always let it go. And then with the gym thing, I said I can't because now I look like the enabler. Like I'm okay with a guy that attacks children, my nephew, disabled people. He's as racist as could be. You know,
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's just terrible. I don't want to keep any more of your time.
No, you're good. We're good.
I
This is a
appreciate it,
conversation.
you know. I really
Yeah.
do. And Miss Can't Be Long, thank you for being kind to me. And FBS for listening to my story. Your chat is probably like, oh, this nuts back.
No,
No, no. Everybody, Mike Slick, a whole bunch of people said, they feel for you and they're sorry for your loss, and so am
Thank
I.
you. Yeah,
So
and
am
thank you. I appreciate that. You know, when you lose someone that is so like my brother was older than me, so he was more like I looked up to him because he was successful, and he was the house that we always went to because he
I.
had these
Yeah.
big dinners. He would have 60, 70 people in the house for dinner, and you know, he found out he had got cancer. He wasn't even 60 years old, and 6 months later he was gone. You know, he went from this healthy guy to, to dying, and it tore my family apart. You know, he had children, he had grandchildren, and like I said, he was like more like, a father to me. So I understand more than anything what you're going through, and it's not fun. It's not
No, it's not.
fun.
it
So
is
I
not. No, no, and it and I've told FBS that it's I'm never going to tell you it's going to get better. It will
no,
change, but you
yes,
literally will miss this person
ever,
till
yes,
till you
FPS.
take your own last breath.
Yes,
It
FPS.
it
I can give you this advice. The hurt is always going to be in your heart. You're going to feel like there's something is empty there, but it is going to get easier. You know what I
Yes,
mean? I
I agree.
promise you that it's going to get easier, but the hurt, you're always going to have a piece of your heart that's gone. That's
Oh,
how I feel anyway. But it will get easier. You will at one point be able to talk about mom with a big smile on your face,
yeah,
and and just keep her memory alive. And that's what we do with my brother. His children do it. We keep his memory alive when they have dinners at their house. That seat that my brother always sat in, no one sits in, and we
yeah,
talk about my brother. You know what I mean? We talk about the
yeah.
fun things. We don't, talk about when he was sick. We talk about the parties he had, how he was good to people. Do that.
And
Yeah,
you
yeah. I
are
even told Shanna that room up there that was my mom's room, that will forever be her room.
Right.
I put I put an old rocking chair that my dad built for my mom. I
Hmm.
think before I was even born. I put that in the room, and I put this I don't know, this blanket that she crocheted or something like that. I
Right.
put it on top of the rocking chair just because she loved it. And
Yeah,
I just I go in there and I break down, and
I
even
know.
like
And
on my
that's
good
okay.
days. Yeah, and I know, but even on my good days, like Shanna could tell you, I'll get stuck. Like we'll be watching a fucking movie, and all of a sudden I'm just like, in a daze, and she'll ask
I
me what's
know.
wrong, and I'll just tell her like I can't stop thinking about her. I think about her every day. I would give
Yeah,
anything in this world to have 5 more minutes with her. Anything.
I know. I say that all the time. I really do. Like he had my brother, he was very good to my son, so like he treated him like his own. And I had written, all the family members had written him a letter when he was sick. And
Yeah,
it's something that, we all hold dear to us. Like I still have that letter. No one showed it to me. You know what I mean? But I'll give that
yeah,
letter to my son, when the time is right. And we all didn't know this, but my brother, I would say 2 weeks before he passed, he did a video um, talking to everybody and what we all meant to him. And we had no idea it even happens. We still to this day, because he was not like tech savvy like that, but they played it at the wake, and we were like, what the hell? Yeah,
yeah.
it was weird. I still haven't. I listened that day, and I really didn't listen because of everything that was going on. But I still have that CD because they gave all the family members the CD. I still have not listened to it.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, it's good you have it. It's good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
recorded a lot of conversation when my mom got that news a couple of years ago.
Hmm.
Some people told me to start recording stuff, so I would
Yeah.
I'd record conversations. We'd sit on the porch and talk, and I have this one because I'm sure, Angela, you've heard me talk about the birds with my mom and stuff, how much she
Yes,
likes
yeah.
birds. I have a whole conversation of me and her just sitting there and her talking about her favorite birds and how she likes to watch them out the window. And it breaks my heart. But I'm so glad I have those conversations recorded.
Of course.
So
And you
glad.
know what? FBS too, and I don't know if you believe in this, but she loved those birds. So those birds, like and I believe this because those birds are gonna come back as her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you start seeing the same bird over and over again, that's your mother. I believe
Yeah.
that. It sounds stupid, but I believe that. Even with the
No, I kind of
Cardinals.
do too. Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Um,
loves the Blue Jays and the Cardinals. Yeah.
yes, yes. So you'll start seeing them more. And so look for that and look for signs, because and that'll comfort you
Yeah.
that she's okay and she's in a better place.
Well, she had these bird feeders that she would watch from her window. And since she passed, I keep them full just in honor of her,
Yeah.
and because I believe what you're saying, so I
Yeah.
always keep
I'm
them full.
glad.
So, yeah, yeah.
And I'm
Oh,
telling you,
wow.
FBS, that day where you have the little urn behind you and you were
Yeah,
showing us all
Mhm.
the cardinal that was on that urn, and at that
yeah.
very moment a bird chirped.
The birds outside started chirping really
Really?
Right.
Oh
loud.
my
At that
God.
Yeah,
very
See,
moment.
that's a sign. It's
I
little
know.
things like that.
Yeah, it
Wow.
was crazy. As soon as I held it up, it's this. It's just a little keepsake sake urn because I gave them to all the family members, and I was holding it up and I was showing everybody the bird on it,
It's
and
beautiful.
let me see. Yeah, there. And all the
Yeah,
birds
right there.
outside just started chirping real loud. It was
Wow. That's
incredible.
amazing. And you've said this publicly, so I don't mind, and I hope you don't mind that I bring it up. How is Shanna's son doing?
Oh, thank you for asking. He has he's having a lot worse time than I am, I hear him breaking down in his room a lot. He
Yeah.
has really, really bad days. When he's with his little girlfriend and stuff, he's okay. But
Hmm.
when he's alone, it's really, really bad. It's really
Yeah.
bad.
That's
Yeah.
a shame because that's what, you know, to lose your parent is terrible thing.
It's
Ugh,
terrible.
I don't envy either one of you, and you guys, because it was very close too that they both passed at the same time. So, oof,
Yeah,
that's
and
hard.
my stepson was there. He's very mature for his age, and he was there
Right,
in the hospital with me when my mom was in there. All day, every day. Until she
right,
passed. So he had to see her die. So
yeah,
that brought back stuff about his father.
memory,
It
yeah, of
was very,
course, of
very tough.
course.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
I think for all of us, and I don't know if this is true or not, but we're all people that, let's just say in our normal circumstances, are used to being in control or being the caretaker or being the
right,
person that is in control of everything. So
Yes.
when
Yeah.
you're going through this kind of thing and your own emotions are all over the place,
Yeah.
yeah,
and you don't just feel this intense sorrow, you
mm-hmm.
also feel guilt,
Yes.
but
Oh,
it's
Yes,
also the guilt of I can't
yes.
control my own stuff, and I don't know how I'm going to take care of everybody else right now.
Oh
I
my
can't.
God, you
I
hit
can
the nail
barely
right on the
function
head. That's
myself.
right. Because I don't know about you ladies, but I'm the one. I'm the caretaker. I'm the
Yeah,
one that if somebody
same
needs
here.
something, I am right there to take care of it. Right there to help.
Yes.
Always been like that.
Yep.
So yeah, the guilt is unbelievable. Like you didn't do enough, or you
Yep.
know,
oh
You
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
do
yeah.
enough, and
yeah,
right now, not only
Oh
is it
yeah.
that I'm a shitty. Let's just say in your situation, I'm a shitty parent, or I'm a
right,
shitty. For me, I feel like a shitty friend to a lot
right,
of people right now.
yeah,
Oh
yeah. No, I
God.
get it.
No, no, don't let yourself ever let
But you're
me.
not. You
No.
seem like a very nice person, BTF, and
No.
just you telling me that you check on FBS and Miss Can't Be Wrong. You're a good
Oh, she
friend.
checks on me.
And
Yeah.
FPS
Let
and Miss
Miss
Can't Be
Can't Be
Wrong.
Wrong is having a hard time. I think something's wrong with her. Go ahead, Miss Can't Be Wrong. I'm sorry.
No, no, I was finished. Go ahead.
Oh,
I
okay.
I was just gonna say that just so you know, FBS and Miss Can't Be Wrong. There, I know that I was reaching out to both of you more before, but and after a while of not getting responses. It's not that I got angry at you or anything like that. It was more that I felt like you were both probably getting inundated with calls that you weren't uh responding to, and I didn't want to add to that,
Right.
to you
No, no,
feeling
I
in any way
understand. Yeah.
guilty for not getting back to
Yeah,
people. You
because
know what I'm
there's
saying?
a point where I'm sure that FBS and Miss can't be wrong because she lost her precious, beautiful mother,
Yeah.
that you shut down. You don't want to talk to anyone
I
I
because
still
still,
can't answer
my head's
it's
messages.
still in the
hard.
sand. Yeah,
I'm
I
still
still
like
feel.
that, where there are times I just don't
Yeah,
want to talk to anybody,
Yeah,
yeah,
because I
that's not.
feel like every time I talk to somebody I start crying.
I know.
It's
Yeah,
I
like
it's
know.
still.
impossible for me to
Yeah, yeah.
return messages or calls. Miss can't be wrong too. Before you go on, I even text her one time. I text her a couple of times after her mom passed, and I text her once, and I said, "Trust me, I understand you don't want to talk to anybody. That's why I'm not bothering you much." And she
Right.
said, "Yeah, no, she doesn't." Go ahead, Miss
Yeah.
can't be wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I still, feel like my burying my head in the sand. There's still, like FBS was saying, there's still people I haven't called that I need to call.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, I get that, and I feel the same way. You feel guilty, as the person mourning. You feel guilty that you're not, returning phone calls. But your friends, if they're your friends, they will understand because sometimes you just need that space. You need that time to cry. Don't be embarrassed to cry, even if you're a man, because if you don't, then you have no emotions and no soul. Is how I look at it.
my
And
dad
And I,
that's
always
what
told me. My dad always told me, don't be afraid of. What did he say? Uh, Oh, don't I forget what it was, but it was something about men who can't cry. They're
right.
people you should worry about.
Right. And see, my father was the complete opposite. My father was like, this, tough exterior. Don't cry.
Yeah,
Nobody cries. Like, and where my mother was completely different. Like, she was like, oh, if you want to cry, cry. You know what I mean? She was more loving that way. My father was like,
Daddy
nothing.
was the crier. Mama was the one that held it all in, stiff upper lip.
Right. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But Daddy was tough. But now, when he would put me on a plane to go somewhere, he'd cry.
Yeah.
And or if he hadn't seen me in like a couple of weeks or whatever, when he'd see me, he'd hug me and start crying. But
Right.
Mama,
Aw.
Mama just had a hard time showing her feelings. You knew how
Yeah.
she felt, but
Yeah. See, and mine was the complete opposite.
and
So
that's
nothing wrong
why
with being an emotional person because
no,
sometimes I
no.
get
no.
very
and
emotional.
that's why I keep saying I don't know how FBS does it. He does two
Yeah.
shows and now like 4 or 5 shows a day.
Out of
I
pure
mean, I am
necessity, out
Because
of
he
pure
has to.
literally
necessity
in
for
the
the money.
course of
Yeah,
a
I have
day.
no
I could
choice.
in
No, and
Believe
it's
me,
not. And I don't
I
say
want
that
to
because
curl up in a ball.
because
I
of the
want to
money.
curl up in a ball and just hide, but I
Yeah.
can't because I got to do. And I also it is the only thing that distracts me. You
That's
know.
what I
So,
mean. It's not even, when I look at it while you're doing all these shows and you went into the political thing, which I think you're doing excellent at. I've been watching, but
thank you.
it's more of I don't know how to put it. It's more of like that you have to, not because of the money, because you're trying to stay above water. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean? So
yes,
you're doing the right thing. You have to keep busy. You have to keep your mind
yes.
going, because there are going to be times when you're not doing shows and you're not, talking to friends or family that you're going to sit alone and say, wow,
it's
my mom's
bad for
not
me.
here. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So
Being
keep
alone, being
busy.
bored is
Yeah,
bad for me. No, I will
exactly.
believe me, and that's the
Boredom is
thing
your
about
worst friend.
it is, it is, and doing these shows now, like so that I'm literally doing shows all day. It's
Hmm.
actually helped a lot too because I get distracted with the chat
Exactly.
and just talking. So it's as much as
Exactly.
I get tired and sometimes I hate it. I need it. I really do.
Yeah. And you know what, FBS, as much as like, because sometimes I do have a bad temper too, and I could be like a little bit spiteful, but don't stick with your political stuff because you're
Yeah,
doing well with that. It might not be like money wise good right now, but that'll come because I
yeah,
see the numbers and it seems like you're doing good. And although I disagree on you politically,
yeah,
um,
yeah.
it's a good field to be in, especially now. And you are pretty smart when it comes to the politics things. That's
Well,
why I could probably never debate you on it because I believe what I believe in. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
no, no, I
So,
understand.
but listen, we don't all have to be. We could all be different and like different things and think differently, and still respect each other. You
Yeah.
know, I wanted to say that to you the last time I was on the show when Angel and I were fighting. When I said to you, I think I said to you, FBS, just please just stop, calling me names. Like, I
Yeah.
didn't want to get into it like we are now because of the dynamic of that show.
Hmm.
But I just, I don't know how to say it. I just sympathize with you when you lost your mom and then you step someone through that. And we just have, as much as we are different, there are some things that we are very much alike.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Um,
Yeah, I believe it 100%. That's why, it always bothered me because we got along. And then as soon as me and
yeah,
Angel started fighting, it was a war. But I understand that. That's why I give you credit.
right.
That's another thing I don't understand about Angel. She's not going to be able to replace you. there's no fucking
No,
way.
no, I was her ride and die, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I really, really cared about her. I really loved her as a friend. Um, when we became friendly, it was on Twitter, and it wasn't because of her last name. I could give two shits about that. She was being abused on Twitter, and I was there trying to do a fundraiser because I had one of the actors from Sons of Anarchy, and he said, make a Twitter account and, I'll help you there and blah, blah, blah. And then she came up in the feed after I was done with my fundraiser and all of that. She came up and everybody was abusing her, and I felt so sorry for her. And I even said to myself, excuse me, how could people, her last name's Gotti, why are these people abusing her? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
became friendly like that because I was like, I'm pretty vocal and like, why are you people talking to her like that? So we became very friendly, and that's really what started our friendship. I didn't care about, the last name. I mean, I was always brought up to, like, my father would always say, like, you mind your business about what other people are doing. You don't talk about that shit, like, you know what I mean? And that's how I always looked at it. And that's, well, just to give you a little bit of background on how our friendship started. We did become very close. She's, downplaying it now, but I mean, we sent birthday gifts and Christmas gifts. I mean, when my brother passed away, I mean, the flowers she sent, I think, were the biggest, in
Yeah.
the whole funeral parlor. So, and we confided in each other on a lot of on a personal level. So, it is what it is. I don't regret, not being friends with her anymore. I just, I can't be friends with someone that would panel a person that would go after not only my nephew, who is not, he's a quadriplegic. He's
Oh, wow.
paralyzed from the neck down.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but to
Like
go after
Christopher
us,
Reeves was, right?
yes,
Yes.
yes. But my nephew now is, he doesn't have the trach anymore, so he does talk. But
Can he
it's a
breathe on his
struggle.
own?
He breathes on his own,
Oh,
yes.
thank God. Because Christopher Reeves, I don't think he ever got where he could fully breathe on
And
his
no, in the beginning he had the trach and he couldn't breathe on his own. And in
own.
these last years that since he's gotten hurt, we've had some scary moments where he did almost die.
Uh,
Like his organs would break down. Now,
well, him being quadriplegic and all, he's really susceptible to pneumonia, blood clots,
yes,
all of that, and not
yes,
being able to move. Yeah.
yes. And not only that, like, he's home. My sister refused from day one
Yeah.
because
No.
when they say excuse me, when they told my sister after months of him being in the hospital, he's ready to go home, I'm going to give you a list of facilities you could send him to. So my sister was like, facilities? My son's coming home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard
Excuse
work.
me.
That,
I have
taking.
to mute one
Yeah.
second.
No, go ahead.
Can I just say something to clarify for you, FBS?
Go ahead.
Well, I'm sorry, Chris, right? We can't go-
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
All right. When I had suggested some time ago asking you to do non-MobTube content, I
Uh-huh.
wasn't saying, I said non-drama content. I wasn't saying that I want you to go ahead and interview actors and actresses. I was saying something more like the conversation we're having right now, that is
Yeah. Yeah.
really majority not about all the drama that's going on here. It could be about series that you're watching. It could be about grief. It could be about, you know, any subject. It doesn't have to be about this world. It could be non-tube, not mob tube, okay?
Yeah. Non-tube. I like that.
It could be non-tube. Literally, there are so many conversations you could have with different people coming up on your panel discussing whatever. I mean, we had a lot of fun the last time we talked about the whole Gene Borello, Udi San Gennaro feast.
Oh yeah.
We can talk about what you think about Google promotions. What is your honest opinion about it? Anything where it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have to get into some sort of beef with another content creator in this little circle.
Yeah, no, I know. It's just it's the money thing, and that people pay for only one thing. The
Sorry about
drama.
that.
No, that's okay.
So,
but I know
like I was saying,
shows too, but no drama.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I would say, I know people are throwing some stuff out. They're trying to get you involved. Stay away from it.
Yeah, they are low-key insults. They're trying
Yeah.
real hard.
I see it and I hear it.
Try to pull me into it.
Dig in.
Oh yeah.
Like who? Because I'm sure I can figure it out. But you go ahead and tell me. It's all
right. The one in a southern state.
Yeah. I figured. Yeah. He can't live without
the regular players.
To try to get you into
stuff.
I'm not even going to mention names because I don't want to give them a reason to start more.
That's fine. Yeah. They can do whatever the fuck they want. Listen. I got other shit on my mind, and listen. If they do fuck with me, I will use it to make a bunch of money, and they're still not going to do any damage to me. So.
Yeah, unfortunately, they didn't get that yet. I did a long time ago.
Yeah, they don't understand. It makes me money. Like, you don't want to talk about me if you want to see me fail. That's because I won't just start shit with anybody. But if you start with me, then I'll use it. I will.
Yeah, I know, but don't even do it. You're doing good. So, I mean,
that's why they're doing it.
What to do, but.
No, that's why they're doing it, because I bet you they started taking the digs around the time I started doing the politics shows or something like that, or unless they've just been doing it for a while, because the whole goal, this is like what NB used to do, shit like this. Anytime I was doing well at something like interviews or some shit, all these people would attack me to get me back to just attacking them and not doing what I'm successful at, So that's what they're going to try to derail me every way possible now.
Yeah, I mean, the only time I even say anything about any of that, like with Angel, is because I'm responding. And she's telling me, now she's saying I'm jealous of her and I won't leave her alone. I respond to her.
That's it. No, I know. But this thing I heard, not to get off the subject, but this thing about Jim Terry saying he wanted that pillow.
Yeah.
The little deceased boy's
the babies. Yeah.
I mean, when I heard that this morning, I honestly said to myself, I said, holy shit, like she has hit rock fucking bottom. I mean, she's willing to let this animal say anything. And I don't know if it's because of money, because she's scared of him, or if it's just all of the above. I don't know. But
and he's a big liar. He's a pathological liar. He went back and told a few of my enemies now and her new friends that he was told that me and Maureen and Eric were planning on going after the Miami guy's family. That is a complete lie. Complete lie.
I know better than that, because I've never in my life heard you talk about anybody's family. So I know that was bullshit.
Yeah, well, it's a complete lie.
Well, I've never heard you,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Shut up, yes.
Sorry. No, I know. I mean, listen, but there are these people on here and that's why I think Jim is basically a coward, and that's all he knows how to do.
Yeah,
I'll just go after, And the funny thing is, I mean, this guy's in hiding and every fucking thing else. If he knew about him, he would shit his fucking pants.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I wish.
And this is the problem that I just had a conversation with several people very recently. It used to be, you could go anywhere. You could go to whatever chat. There are obviously some people that have history here where you were all friends and then not friends, and people go into multiple chats, right?
Right.
But it's almost as though right now, with the things that are going on, it doesn't matter if you're just a person in a chat. You can get targeted.
Yeah.
Literally, you never have to say bad word about anyone specific, and you could be targeted.
Yeah,
And that
you're being
makes me
targeted
very
just because you
uncomfortable.
support someone.
Yep. I've
Yes.
had
I'll be
people
right
come
back.
after me the whole
Yes.
time
Okay.
because of FBS, you know,
Yeah.
for
I
who
mean,
I support,
it's
and that's not going to change, you know.
and it's kooky. It's
Yeah.
it's so it's very troubling. Okay, that you know that these people are not 20-year-old kids on the internet. These are mature people
These are,
acting
yes.
so beyond immature. This isn't even high school stuff.
No.
This is like
Grammar
bizarre
school.
to me.
This is stuff, BTF, that we teach our children not to do.
But it's so strange, you know? And yet it is, you see it day after day. Literally, somebody that never did anything to anybody, they just get, they're saying, oh, this person is in this person's chat. Oh, this person has a wrench in that person's chat.
Yeah.
And let's go ahead and attack them. And it's
Yeah, it's getting
very,
childish now, and I just want to stay away from it, you know? That's
yeah.
it. But I just want to, I've been on here too long. I don't know where FBS went, but tell him I said goodbye and to thank him for letting me speak my piece.
And like
Miss
I
Can't
said
Be
before,
Wrong, thank
Angela,
you. And BTF, thank you for being so sweet to me in my chat. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you,
and,
Angela.
and Angela, like I said before, I truly believe you are a lovely person.
Thank you so much. I that means a lot. Thank you. All
And
right, guys. You have a good night and talk soon, okay?
thank you.
Okay,
Do you
bye-bye.
hear me, BTF?
Yes, I do. How
Oh,
are
okay.
you, Miss Can't Be
Okay.
Wrong?
I'm doing pretty good. Having a decent day today.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. I hear, I think a lot of times, I mean, for me, I more isolate and I stay off of YouTube. And I think maybe for you, your comfort sometimes is
Yeah.
in the chats. And
Yep.
sometimes you do need that. You do need that sort of socializing and not socializing, and so that you literally can be behind a computer. And let's just say if you're crying,
Yeah.
people don't know.
Yep. Sometimes it, like I say, I'll come on, I'll get on IG and I'll talk to, War or Sally, and like late at night anyway, when I'm having a hard time sleeping,
Mhm.
I don't know, I'd be lost without them too.
My schedule has changed so much. I remember when we first started texting, and I said, if you need
Yep.
me, a lot of times I get up in the middle of the night and you can text with me. Well, that's changed. I am asleep sometimes by 8:30.
Yeah.
So it's yeah. And I
Did
mean,
Angela? Was
Angela
Angela?
jumped off.
Oh, okay. She did. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she said to say thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you for coming on, Angela. It was good talking to you. It was, and thank you for the apology and everything. Yeah, that was good. Go ahead, guys. I'm sorry.
No, we were just talking about the weird sleeping habits. My sleeping habits. I was just telling Miss Can't Be Wrong. I'm falling asleep at 8:30, 8:45 at night because I'm up
Really?
at 4
Yeah.
4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Well, when I go to bed, I'll silence my phone. But y'all, if you need anything, you can still text me, and I look at it when I'm up and down. I'll check it. So it never bothers me. Like if Sally texts or FBS or you, it don't bother me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I thought we were going to do a lot more talking about Angel, but maybe on the next show.
Well, I thought that was a good chat.
Oh, it was very good. No, I love this show. This was I'm actually very happy with it. It's a shame nobody fucking donated except for
Nobody
Hey Now.
tipped me either. I don't know what's wrong with people lately. I don't know.
Well,
if
luckily,
my man,
Mr. Anonymous 6 popped up before the show and dropped $99 on me. So thank you, Mr. Anonymous 6.
Damn,
You
I
are my
wish some
hero.
of my people would surprise me like that.
I'm telling you, I was so fucking happy. I don't even hearing the Cash App sound now. The notification on my phone is like completely foreign to me. I never even hear it anymore. So I heard that shit. I got real excited. I looked, I was
I've
like,
had one
oh,
person in like the last week, I think.
Yeah, it's so bad. But you know what though? I'm getting little by little, I'm getting donors, and during certain shows, there's even people that donate and I don't see again, but the point is like I'll still make maybe 50, $60 on the politics shows, and then I got these shows too, so
Yeah, I need to start doing shows. I need to figure out, get myself together, and start doing them again here and there, and maybe that'll help
Nope.
my situation.
And
Do that YouTube live shorts thing. Go ahead.
Mhm.
and you know what, FPS, if you do non-tube shows, so to speak,
Yeah, yeah.
and have those as public, you will have a lot of your people that you have a lot of people that donate that don't have memberships.
I know.
So if you have a non-tube show,
Yeah.
you can have, more people be around. And then plus on a public show, people can donate memberships. Because I wanted to do one, but I was asked, you said I'm going to turn it on. I was like, oh, wait, let me donate a membership first.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. I totally
You
forgot.
cannot donate on a members only show for some reason. A membership. You can't
Yeah, I
donate
know.
memberships.
Yeah, I know. I should have left it public for a while, but it's all good. Next time, I'm gonna go, guys, and start a politics show because this is
Okay.
a good time slot. I missed it yesterday, so
Okay.
thank you both
Leaving
for
the
coming on.
studio. Thank you.
All right. Yeah.
Thanks for having me. Talk to you guys
No,
later.
thank you, Miss Campione. Thank you so much. All right. And Angela, again, I appreciate you coming on, and it was nice talking to you, and I'm glad we're able to get along now. It got pretty ugly between me and her for a long time. So there you go, guys. I think it was a good show. I hope it helped some people too. It is really true, when you go through this stuff in life, you got to address it. If you got to take medication, you got to take medication, because if you could be in a situation where you do something really bad, because I believe me, I was on the verge. And not just that, but like Angela was saying about, there's nothing wrong with crying or being emotional. It's 100% true, because what happens is if you don't get that stuff out, you keep it all bottled up inside, and eventually you'll blow, and something real bad will happen. So, oh, Jersey Girl. Hey, good to see you. Yeah, it was a really good show. It was a really, really good show. So I'm going to get going, guys. Please, if you're into the politics, join me. Look, give me about 3 minutes. I got to start a show because I believe between 2 and 4 is the best time. We're about to find out. And I ain't taking no fucking calls because that destroyed my shows yesterday. I only got I don't even think I got 10,000 views yesterday, 8,000, 9,000 on 2 shows, something like that. So on 2 politics. 1,000 views on this next video, and we're going to go do it. I love you all, and until next time, salute.